Alrighty, welcome back to another Accessory EMOM. Today we're going to be every 2 minutes on the 9 sets. We are going to be building upon what we did last week, okay? So station 1 is going to be 5 per side of a B stance Romanian deadlift, where we're going to be pausing at the bottom. All of the weight is going to be on that front foot, keeping our shoulders down and back, and then really pushing through that front leg. So we're going to go 5 on one side, 5 on the other side. Then from there, we're going to be working some split stance hammer curls. Okay, so one leg forward, one leg back. Eyes are going to be up straight ahead, getting nice and low, pulling one hand to your shoulder, and then controlling all the way down. Again, you're going to go all on one side and all on the other. So that is station 1, okay? Station 2, we're going to be building upon those dumbbell bent over rows with a little bit of a rotation. So we're going 10 alternating. So look to go a little bit heavier than you did last week. We're going to be building upon those lateral lunges with a little bit of a pause at the bottom. So if you didn't use weight last week, maybe this week you can use weight. All right, so our chest is going to be nice and tall. All right, we're going to be getting in a nice wide stance. From there, everyone's range of motion is a little bit different, so just do what feels best for you. So you're going to have that slight pause at the bottom. You're going to engage your core and then think about pushing with your legs to stand tall. So that is going to be station 2. Station 3, we're going to be working a half kneeling dumbbell tricep overhead extension. We're going 10 on one side, squeezing the right glute, reaching to the ceiling with the hands, and then you'll switch and then 10 on the other side. So this is great for opening up the hips and getting those triceps nice and strong. From there, we're building upon our core movement for the last station, okay? So we did dead bugs with a plate chop or dumbbell chop last week, and we're gonna build upon that, okay? So there's a few different ways we can do this. We can do the same version we did last week, maybe a little bit heavier, or if that's easy, we're gonna add a yoga block between your knees, okay? You can either hold and let your hands move, or you can move at the same time. But just make sure that your core is staying engaged and you're not coming off the floor at all. So press play and pause and put your music on, grab your gear, and we'll get started. And go ahead. So we're going to start with the B stance RDLs. We're going 5 on one side and 5 on the other. From there, we have those hammer curls. We're going 10 on one side, 10 on the other side. Alrighty, and we are rotating to our next block of work. We have 10 alternating bent over dumbbell rows with a little bit of a rotation. And then from there, we have 10 alternating lateral lunges with a little pause. The next block of work is going to be a little half kneeling dumbbell tricep overhead extension. We have 10 on one side, and then we'll switch halfway and do 10 on the other leg. From there, we have our dead bug exercise, and we are looking for 10 to 12, focusing on inhaling as you lower and exhaling as you return to center. And that has completed one round. We have two more rounds through. So we're going back to the B stance Romanian deadlifts. From there, we'll make our way to the 10 per side split stance hammer curl. And then we are going to make our way to our next station. We're going 10 alternating bent over dumbbell rows with a little bit of a rotation. And from there, making our way to those lateral lunges with a little bit of a pause at the bottom. We'll make our way to our last station, which is going to be 10 per side of a half kneeling dumbbell tricep overhead extension. Ending with our dead bug variation, whatever works best for you. Make sure your core is engaged and the back is pressed into the ground. This is going to be our last round through, so feel free to change out any weights that you would like. We're going back to the B stance, Romanian deadlift, 5 on one side and 5 on the other. And finishing off with those split stance hammer curls, making sure we're keeping our eyes straight ahead and controlling the weight on the way down. Alrighty, this is going to be our last station with the dumbbell bent over row with rotation. So if you want to add weight or change out your weight or go lighter, feel free to do so. From there, we're making our way to the lateral lunges with a little bit of pause at the bottom. By now, your hips should feel plenty warm. Alrighty, so this is our last round of the dumbbell overhead tricep extensions. We have 10 on one side and we will switch and do 10 on the other. And finally, this is our last round of dead bug with plate lat pullover. If your core is fatigued and you need to change how you're doing this, please do so. We want to make sure we do not feel this in our low back at all. Amazing job today. If you need to leave and get about your day, feel free to do so. Otherwise, we're just going to pop into a couch stretch. Okay, so this is one of my favorite stretches that you can literally do anywhere in the world. It's so good for opening up your hips, especially if you have a tight low back. When we address our hips, it can really help relieve some of the tension on our low back. Thank you so much for showing up today. I hope you are proud of yourself and I hope that you have a great day. As always, if you need additional support, please drop in to the inbox and send me a message.